to my vlog everyone. My name is Nguyễn Đặng Duy Anh and I'm a sophomore of the English Linguistics department at Saigon University. So today I'm gonna show you my wonderful journey to some cities located in the southwest area of Vietnam. On the first date, our coach moved from Ho Chi Minh City to Châu Đốc City, then finally reached Hà Tĩnh City. The distance was approximately more than 300 kilometers. We had a delicious breakfast with Vietnamese Southwest noodle soup at Mekong Rest Stop. The Rest Stop's campus is embellished and decorated by a fresh green flora where visitors are able to smell the fragrant scent of lotuses and enjoy the atmosphere of the Vietnamese Southwest region, which is vivid and comfortable. Moreover, some old-style architectures constructed make this display more charming, poetic, and make people's hearts flutter. I have crossed the coconut bridge. Yee! We stopped at Châu Đốc restaurant to have lunch before moving to the next destination. Our itinerary led us to Bà Chúa Xứ Temple. It locates at the foot of Sand Mountain in Châu Đốc City of An Giang Province. This sacred temple has various mysterious legends surrounding the birth of the temple, which has been passed down from generation to generation. The image of a bat on the roof symbolizes luck and safety, as the Vietnamese kanji of the word bat is happiness, while the word phúc in Vietnamese nom means happiness, peace, and prosperity. Inside the room of offerings, there are plenty of precious tributes from those who were blessed by Bà Chúa Xứ. People gather here to wish for good deeds. If their wishes are fulfilled, they will return to the temple and contribute valuable objects. These spirit tributes consist of phoenix crowns, brocaded robe, poles, silver goblet, ancient plates, bronze gong, temple bell, and so on. Can you guess where we will arrive next? Yes, that's Trà Sư Melaleuca Forest in Dinh Binh District. The marina in Trà Sư Melaleuca Forest is uniquely designed with colorful flower gardens and the background of pigeons' nest overhead. Visitors can experience feeding pigeons and watch pigeons flying freely in the sky. During the adventure in Trà Sư Melaleuca Forest, visitors have the opportunity to immerse themselves in the endless green space, admire the whole poetic watercolor painting. We could see amazing carpets of green water hyacinth cover all over the water, surrounded by rows of typical Melaleucas forest mixed with carpets of lotus. Duckweed and birds were flying or feeding on the water, creating a striking feature in the forest, all blend together like a vivid ink painting that makes us surprised and amazed. I have got a chance to sail the boat and felt delightful with my friends. In the evening, we came to Hà Tĩnh Night Market by electric cycle to explore the nightlife of Hà Tĩnh residents. Inside Hà Tĩnh Night Market, there are many stalls, mainly those selling Western specialties such as fish sauce, seafood, dry food, handicrafts. In particular, visitors can also enjoy the delicious dishes marking the cuisine of Vietnamese Southwestern food. To continue our journey, we headed to Hà Tĩnh Passenger Pier to embark a large red ferry visiting Phú Quốc City. It took us about 3 hours and a half from Hà Tĩnh to approach Hòa Bình Hotel. And here it is, Phú Quốc Island. Cải Hoàng Traditional Specialty Shopping Center. At this center, we were imparted about the Phú Quốc fish sauce production process. Phú Quốc is a unique fish sauce extracted by long-time fermentation of anchovies fleshed at a high temperature. The fish sauce has a delicate smell without unusual ammonia tons because of long-time fermentation in wooden barrels. It is dark red to brown and tastes rich and complex, intensely sweet and salty, with a distinctive fatty taste and a sweet aftertaste. Once the final product is made, it is then bottled in plastic or glass containers. It can be used in soups or marinades or act as an accompaniment to noodle dishes. The most exciting part is here, Phú Quốc Grand World. In this area of the park, a whole historical entrance made of old houses with traditional architecture appeared and appeal to our excitement. Tourists are bewitched by spectacular displays of calligraphies, a wide range of different potteries, mosaic porcelain interiors, they even perform a magnificent scene of royal investiture with adroit sublime costumes. Particular, Grand World Phú Quốc is known as the Sleepless City because it has non-stop vibrant festivals and parties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This feature creates an endless entertainment circle for you to enjoy every moment in Phú Quốc Island as if you are traveling to many famous sleepless cities around the world. Here you will have a chance to sit on gondolas which take you along the river to watch the romantic scenery. Also got chance to enjoy a fantastic night water music performance. Referring to Phú Quốc, it is impossible not to mention Phú Quốc Pole, one of the specialties becoming a brand of this island. The traditional pole is milky and the rare ones are black or amber. With modern technology, they could make the oysters produce the poles in shapes or colors as they want, such as heart-shaped, robes, square, triangle, or oval. Culturing oysters is not only for precious poles but also for others. People take full advantage of oysters. Oyster shells are a kind of material for making excellently fine handicraft articles. Powder of poles is used to make up medicines for treating many diseases of bone, joint, skin. Cosmetic producers extol poles as a magic remedy to lighten and beautify face skin. Phú Quốc poles are priced quite high, that depending on different qualities, colors, or shapes. The price of each one can range from a few dozens to a few thousands of dollars. Then we visited Phú Quốc Sim Garden. Sim Phú Quốc usually grows on the coast, along rivers and streams or in mangrove forest. Its scientific name is Rhodomertus tomentosa. Sim fruit is used to make many different specialties like sim honey, sim syrup, sim candy, or sim wine. Exploring the bee farm in the Pole Island was not simply lost in a green space, but we also had the opportunity to learn the honey harvesting process from staff and bee farmers. An area of 12 hectares, the Ho Quốc Pagoda is the largest temple in the Mekong Delta. The pagoda has its back against the mountain, facing the sea, creating an extremely charming natural landscape. The architecture of the temple is a combination of Lý and Trần dynasty. Through 7 stone steps, it will reach the main hall. Although it is in the system of Trúc Lâm Zen Monastery, the architecture is slightly different from the other monasteries. The height of the pavilions was altered due to the length of the trees. In addition, there are many Buddha statues. Statues of Bodhisattvas, Arhats, guardians, especially Shakyamuni Buddha relics. I'm ready for the next place. One of the most memorable activities in this journey was a team building game on the beach. Both students and teachers of Saigon University played enthusiastically. What a pity, we had to leave full work and return to Radzah. From there, the coach kept going to Ninki Riverside Hotel in Cần Thơ City. Fortunately, our room possessed a fabulous view because from here we could see two lovely bridges. One of them is the Love Bridge on the right-hand side. In our dinner, a special gala was celebrated to tribute and memorize many blithe and elated moments that we would never forget. Can't miss the sparkle gleaming lights of the Love Bridge as well as the flurry of Cần Thơ night market. We decided to go for a walk along the bridge and to taste some alluring foods. Furthermore, we stopped by a souvenir shop to watch and buy some adorable stuff. On the last day, we left hotel at 5 a.m. to do sightseeing at Cái Răng Floating Market, which is one of the largest floating markets in Vietnam's Mekong Delta. This market is over 100 years old and it gave us an interesting insight into what life is like in the Mekong Delta. The goods that the locals trade here are fruits and vegetables, and it's possible to have breakfast at the market. There are numerous kinds of tropical fruits such as mangoes, mangosteens, rambutans, dragon fruits, and longans. After the small canal, the boat headed to a floating shop. Here you will find many regional products, including noodles, dry fish, coconut oil, coconut candies. There's also a stand where you can learn how to make noodles, which is pretty interesting. The most amazing thing is the locals still make all fresh noodles in manual ways of mixing, making, drying, cutting noodles, packing, and all done by hands. Traditional and pure noodle is wide due to the demand of delicious and eye-catching. The noodle makers have made orange noodles from sweet jackfruit, green from pandanus leaves, purple from magenta leaves. These make the noodle look really nice and unique. The final attraction we visited was Cần Thơ Hùng King's Temple. The main features of the temple include the main temple, main gate, Stealing House, Ritual House, Executive House, Courtyard. It is the picture showing the place where President Ho Chi Minh said, "The Hùng King had the merit to build the country, we have to work together to protect it." Hùng Vương National Ancestors Temple is the place where many meaningful activities take place, such as Hùng King's anniversary, incense offering ceremony to commemorate the merits of Hùng Kings in the history. Prominent among them is the procession of the spirit of Hùng Cần Thơ Temple, which took place on April 7, 2021. The spirit of worshipping Hùng King is transported from Phú Thọ to Cần Thơ City, including 18 liters of water, 18 kilograms of soy, incense sticks, and many worshipping items of Phú Thọ Temple, such as bronze drums, leather drums, gongs. In addition, there are many artifacts on display, such as adoration drums, bronze bells, ancient bronze drums, labor tools. These precious artifacts were actually brought back from Hùng King's temple in Phú Thọ, and the items donated by provinces of the Mekong Delta. It is also a place to display clothes, pictures, and other items that the leaders of Cần Thơ City used during the inauguration of the temple. For thousands of years, the Vietnamese people have had a devout and sacred belief towards their roots about the Hung kings who were instrumental in establishing the first Văn Lang Olag nation. For the Vietnamese, it is not only the sacred belief towards the origin, but also the spirit of building and defending the country that has been preserved and handled for generations.